How strong is Koichi Haimawari? The unsung powerhouse of My Hero Academia Vigilantes. While My Hero Academia focuses on the flashy world of licensed heroes, Vigilante gives us Koichi Haimawari, the Crawler. An unlicensed hero whose quirk Slide and Glide seems deceptively simple at first glance, but don't let his humble demeanor fool you. Koichi evolves from a clumsy, low-tier vigilante into one of the most versatile and unexpectedly powerful characters in the MHA universe. By analyzing his attack potency, speed, adaptability, and overall combat effectiveness, we can see just how much of a hidden beast Koichi truly is. Attack potency, from a gentle nudge to a human railgun. Repulsion burst. His knuckle bomber technique lets him fire compressed air blasts strong enough to shatter concrete and send villains flying. Ultimate move, the Crawler Shotgun. A rapid-fire barrage of repulsion blasts that can overwhelm even durable foes. 3-point strike technique. By combining slides, jumps, and repulsions, he hits with enough force to KO high-end villains in one shot. Now what does this mean stat-wise? Well, let's start with the MHA scaling ladder. Koichi has 0 impressive destruction capacity feats, but it's Koichi who can endure punches from villains who can damage Knucklebuster. Knucklebuster's punches can harm the Bat villain, who was able to hurt Ingenuine and has durability on par with him, and should be superior to his younger brother Ida. His reciprocal burst extend, which allows him to hit just as hard as 5% Deku, who is 711.97 tons of TNT, or at least multi-city block level, which is a multi-city block level feat. So to summarize, this means Koichi, from the scaling ladder, should have an attack potency that is at multi-city block level plus. While he lacks the city level destruction of Deku and All Might, Koichi's precise strikes makes him dangerous in close quarters combats, capable of taking down opponents far above his supposed weight class. Now before I continue this video, tell me your thoughts on my analysis on Koichi's powers down below. Speed, the fastest unlicensed hero. Koichi's mobility is his greatest asset. He evolved Slide and Glide to let him move at near high speeds on the ground, making him faster than all pro heroes. Scale buildings instantly, giving him Spider-Man-like urban agility. Dodge bullets' high-speed attacks with reflexes owned through constant street-level combat. Best feat, outrunning instantaneous attacks from number 6, who is untouchable in the verse. So to scale Koichi is actually very easy compared to Deku, who has a lot of anti-feats. Koichi is comparable to number 6, who was able to move at Mach 8.58. This is because number 6 moves so fast that when he's casually walking, he's moving so fast from his own perspective that the world is in slow motion. This is an insane feat. He also has multipliers that gets him up to 24 times faster than that, placing him at Mach 206.12, or at least you would assume this is his fastest. But a feat I didn't bring up in my Deku video is that eventually number 6 goes into a new temporary lightning form. This form turns his body into literal lightning, but it comes at the cost of getting his body destroyed by his own lightning and heat. Koichi is comparable to number 6, who moves at the speed of lightning, because he was able to dodge and react and engage with number 6. Lightning also moves at Mach 1282.79, meaning Koichi's attack speed, travel speed, flight speed, continuous movement speed, and reaction speed are Mach 1282.79, which places him solidly at massively hypersonic plus. Koichi isn't just fast, he's the fastest character in the MHA universe. Adaptability and tactical genius, the ultimate underdog fighter. What makes Koichi truly special isn't his raw power, it's his creativity and adaptability. Unlike Deku, who inherited overwhelming strength, Koichi makes the most of a seemingly weak quirk through sheer ingenuity. Koichi has environmental mastery, using walls, cars, and debris to enhance his mobility and attack with hit-and-run tactics. He never fights fair. Ambushes, feints, and misdirection are his bread and butter. Defensive genius. His repulsion fields can block attacks, making him more difficult to hit than expected. Verdict. Koichi is the definition of a low-tier, high-skilled fighter, who turns limitations into strengths. Koichi's power growth, a straightforward breakdown. Koichi starts simply by sliding along surfaces like a human rollerblading. He gradually gets faster and more in control, allowing him quick escapes. Maneuverability. Wall running and mid-air adjustments. He learns to stick to and kick off walls, making him Spider-Man light. He gains misdirection, letting him zigzag unexpectedly. He also gains floating, which is brief hovering. He discovers he can hover slightly by repelling the air downward. Not full flight yet, but enough to pause mid-air or adjust landing, which eventually leads to a short burst flight, or limited air mobility, using rapid propulsion bursts to jump through the air in short arcs. which is still not true flight, but close enough for a hit-and-run tactic. Force field, offensive repulsion. He realized that he can repel incoming attacks by blasting air outward. It works like a weak barrier against punches and projectiles or other stuff. He has Air Blast, a knuckle bummer offensive power technique, which focuses repulsion into concussive air punches that KO enemies, his first real attack move, turning him from an invasive to dangerous. He also has Rapid Air Blast, the Crawler Shotgun ultimate attack, which spans rapid-fire knuckle bombers and overwhelming foes. His peak offensive ability is making him a one-man suppression squad. True Flight final upgrade. He mastered Sustained Air Repulsion, which achieved full flight. This was his last major evolution, making him near unstoppable in mobility. So let's add something that's not quirk related, and I wasn't sure where to add it, but this works fine. He has subconscious actions. Koichi possesses the skills of unconscious actions, in which his body acts without even realizing. On a smaller scale, this can be seen where he dove towards Soga to save Kazu from him, while on the more drastic end, this can manifest as him completely blacking out momentarily while his body acts entirely on its own. This subconscious defense has helped him discover new and rediscover forgotten applications for his quirks, such as his mid-air jumps, force fields, and wall cling. A highly effective means of defense. This allows him to unconsciously activate his quirk to defend against attacks that he would normally be too slow to respond to, or move in a way that is almost like fluid dancing. This subconscious form of action can also be seen beyond his physical attributes, as he has been shown to speak his mind without real filter, most of the time resulting in the irritation of those around him, whether those be annoyed enemies or embarrassed allies. This has led him to be dubbed as the Variant Fighter. Conclusion: the Vigilante who outshined the pros. Koichi Haimawari never became the #1 hero, never stood on a podium, and never had the world chanting his name. But in his own way, he achieved something even Deku couldn't, mastering a weak quirk to its absolute limit. Without shortcuts or legacy power-ups, for a brief shining moment during the Villain Factory arc, Koichi operated at a level that could rival top-tier heroes, proving that raw power isn't everything. Skill, creativity, and heart matter just as much. So yeah, Koichi may not be Deku, but in some ways, he's even cooler. And that's it for today, guys. Remember to give this video a like, subscribe, share the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Also, check out this video, specifically this Gojo vs Caesar video that you guys seem to be avoiding for some reason.